For this next problem, we want to examine the graph of a function. Using the graph of the function f that's given below, we want to do various things. In part A, we want to find the domain and the range of the function. Part B, we want to list the intercepts, both x and y intercepts. Part C, we want to find f of 1, that's the function evaluated when x is 1. And for D, for what values of x does the function equal -3? And then the last part E, we want to solve the inequality f of x is less than 0. So we'll start with part A. Recall that the domain is going to be the set of all x values for the points on the graph. If we look at this graph, we can see that the smallest x value that we'll use is -5. The graph is continuous all the way up to the value x equals 5. And so our domain will be the set of values for x such that -5 is less than or equal to x, is less than or equal to 5. For the range, we're looking at the set of y values. Again, we see that the smallest y value we'll use is -3. The graph's continuous, and the largest value we'll use is +3. So our range is the set of y values such that -3 is less than or equal to y, is less than or equal to 3. For part B, we want to list the intercepts. The intercepts are points where the graph crosses an axis. So we have 3. See that it crosses the x-axis at 2 points, and we cross the y-axis at 1 point. So our intercepts are -2, 0. That's an x-intercept. The other x-intercept will be +2, 0. And then we have a y-intercept, 0, 2. For part C, we want to find the value of the function when x is 1. So on our graph, we locate x equal to 1. And we go up to the graph and see that when x is 1, the value of the function is 3. And so we can say that f of 1 equals 3. For part D, we're looking for the values of x where the function is equal to -3. So here we're given the value of the function. So when you look at the y coordinates, we'll see that y is -3 at 2 different points. And so f of x equals -3 at x equal to -5 and x equal to 3. For the last part, we want to solve the inequality f of x less than 0. It means we need to locate the x values where the function is below the x-axis. That's the less than 0. So by looking at the graph, we can see that the function is below the x-axis for these values for x over here, and it's also below the x-axis for the x values over here. So f of x will be less than 0 for values of x that are less than -2, greater than or equal to -5. So we'll write -5 less than or equal to x, less than -2. Or we want x to be greater than 2, but less than or equal to 5.